A portrait by a British artist went for a whopping $33.6 million.
Sold at $31 million.
The $170 million.
That's $6 million. That's $6 million.
More than $100 million.
$65 million.
$4 million.
$45,107 million. How much? Sold.
This is Petro Wodkins. He is a Russian artist, since recently quite notorious. Petro decided to investigate the art world's relation to money and dictators. For instance, would the big art galleries in London be willing to sell art for millions to dictators, be paid from offshore accounts, and keep the deals secret from the poor people the dictators stole the money from? But first, let's go to Tajikistan, one of the poorest countries in Central Asia. At least 80% of the population live in poverty, and wages in Tajikistan are as low as $5 a month. The corruption is paramount. On the corruption index, Tajikistan is placed number 157 out of 174 countries, and Tajikistan is dropping on this index. International human rights groups are constantly criticising Tajikistan for police brutality and torture. And the president is known for shutting down news sites that are not reporting in his favour. Maybe this is a good way to cling on to power for more than 20 years. And guess who's the richest guy in Tajikistan? President Rahmon. He has millions of reasons to laugh.
So, would the art dealers want to have business with dictator? To find out, I went to London, contacted top London galleries and made an appointment.
Petro printed some business cards, set up a fake website promoting his luxury consulting business.
Okay guys, right now we are in kind of fancy London hotel. I'm like this, and now I'm going to make some kind of business attire for posh London galleries. See you in a minute.
I had few microphones and couple hidden cameras in my bags and in my pockets.
First, Petro met the art dealers to get to know them, to know what he could later on try to buy.
That's the reason, that's why I'm here. And those guys who are currently exhibited downstairs with those kind of big light boxes.
That's Rodney Graham. So he's done the whole exhibition downstairs. This is Maria Abramovich.
And how much is her work?
120,000.
Oh yeah, this is Macroetica. What is the price range for this kind of work? Hundreds to 200. When someone joins us, they work with other price. Why? Because of our brand. And whose work is that? And this is $2 million.
This is the one that if I was going to, I would choose. It's called The Three Graces. It's based on a neoclassical painting, The Three Daughters of Zeus. This is $3.5 million US.
And as soon as it's with something out of it from your gallery, that means that it's almost guaranteed that it's gonna double. That's what I heard from you. So correct.
Yeah.
And they don't want to seem as a as a savage kind of dictator style people, and most probably they won't do it like on behalf of their own name. They will probably ask me to do it on behalf of one of my companies.
Yeah, that's fairly common.
Yeah, it might be kind of, I don't know, offshore company or whatever.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You pay into us. We decide on a
Do I still pay to Britain, or you also have something like?
We have other accounts.
But what they want to improve this publicity of, I don't know, corruption and dictatorship. Mr. Rahmon, who's the president, he was kind of excited about certainly this artwork and this artist because that's the reason. Or they can give, I don't know, $10 to some people, to every person, or they can buy like nice masterpiece to show it to everyone.
Ai Weiwei is also one of our artists. One piece we have here, actually, or we have a couple pieces here.
When I got back to Moscow, I contacted my new art dealing friends.
Now, Petro was going to be very clear about that the money would come from Rahmon, the dictator from Tajikistan, paid from offshore accounts, and without anyone in Tajikistan ever finding out.
He is kind of not supposed to be behind those kind of purchases. So is it possible to make payment somehow that that the final customer is not visible?
I mean, we can, you can buy it for him and we can invoice you. I mean, I'm sure we can do something like that.
Nobody will know the address where it goes.
Of course.
How was that purchased? Because otherwise, my customer will have big problems back home in his country because kind of people are poor and they won't really be happy that when they make, I don't know, $10 a month, they buy $1 million artworks for the kids.
Understand, Peter. No, I understand, and it's not the first time that we do these kinds of things. So I'm completely with you.
Well, I mean,
So the only
to be clear, you said he's the president of the country or president of the oil company in the country, or
he's the president of the country. He doesn't want to any art purchases to appear publicly because local people just won't understand it. We need to transfer money somewhere where it won't be visible in the records.
So in our case, clearly he needs his sending company, whatever the company is that can be titled on the invoice. This is never a problem for us.
As far as we're concerned, as long as we invoice to a company, let's say it's Turkmenistan Limited or whatever, as long as we would invoice to the company that was sending the money, we have no problem. And then whatever happens, wherever it goes, that's up to you.
The current
How much does he want to spend?
I have the total budget for the collection up for 10 million and for major pieces up for I would say 1.5 million. So which means that Hearst and Gursky and this kind of artists could be somewhere in between 500,000 and 1,500. Something like this.
That sounds ideal. Let me get you that in the next hour or so. You can have a look, see what you like, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we just send an invoice and we invoice whoever you want, really. So that's not a problem. Generally, the way we do it is through the advisor, and so he would pay you, you would pay us, and then so all the bank records are through your company.
Yeah, I see.
From an offshore company or whatever, that doesn't make a difference to us.
Не, на самом деле Сидни Шарма меня, конечно, очень интересует, но у меня просто очень какая-то, знаете, тонкая ситуация. И именно благодаря этой тонкой ситуации я, в общем, не очень хочу участвовать в каких-то публичных торгах.
Да.
Вот. Тонкая ситуация заключается в том, что мой клиент, он на самом деле президент Таджикистана, о котором вы наверняка слышали. Вот. Но проблема в том, что поскольку там деньги такие не совсем чистые, то им хочется как-то сделать так, чтобы это все было шито-крыто, и никаким образом это не вылезло ни в медиа. Вот, то есть там ситуация такая, ну, с точки зрения, как бы, если это куда-то вылезает, это, ну, прям критически, как бы, с точки зрения, там, национальных каких-то бунтов, потому что люди живут плохо, бедно, и вот, как бы, вот эти вот траты, они не очень будут приветствовать, потому что...
Okay, let me tell you a little bit about my customer. He is the president of Tajikistan. Are you familiar with that part of the world?
Yeah.
If it shows somehow that he spent like this amount of money,
For artwork, that will make him travel back home because people over there make $10 a month. Is it possible to make a purchase and delivery of the artwork somehow that President Rahmon won't be visible as a purchaser?
So, in the very end, I met about 30 art dealers and nobody of them had any questions about dealing with the government of poor and corrupt country. Nobody had any questions about dealing with dictator. Even suspicious things like offshore accounts, strange agents, no records, not to upset poor population of the poor country were not a problem.
You don't, I mean, this is not our, we are here just to, we sell a work of art. We are not, we don't get involved in, who is, as long as we have a client and a name we can, invoice.
Everyone's an artist, it's all up to you. When days are filled with darkness, we can break it through. If life is a painting, I wanna paint it with you. If love is a river, I wanna swim it with you. The world is a canvas for us to create.
Petro Wodkins.